everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading, and today's reading is called Tender and Open, What They Have to Say. So for whomever you came to this reading for, we are going to look at what this person has to say if they were to speak from their most tender and open place, okay? And we have 3 piles to choose from today. Feel free to watch more than one pile and look in the description box for the timestamps. Pile number 1 is the pumpkin spice tea light. Pile number 2 is the purple tea light. And pile number 3 is the yellow tea light. Okay, and I'm just gonna turn on another little light here. So we just have so much light everywhere. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start out with pile number 1. Okay, and take a deep breath, ground into the energy. Think about what color you're feeling like today. Are you feeling like pumpkin spice? Are you feeling like purple? Or are you feeling like yellow? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the readings today. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the pumpkin spice tea light, and today's reading is called Tender and Open, what they have to say to you. Okay, so we're going to look at what this person would say to pile number 1 if they were at their most tender and open moments in their heart, and if their mouth would match what their heart says. In a positive way, okay? Hopefully, we'll see what comes. Pile number 1. It's called Tender and Open, what they have to say. So let's go ahead and anchor into the energy. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of pile number 1, who comes here today seeking your guidance. Thank you for allowing me to be the medium in the channel between yourself and pile number 1. I just heard like there's no need to tiptoe around. So maybe some of you are trying to be really quiet right now, or maybe you were talking to someone about tiptoeing around an issue, but I just heard there's no reason to tiptoe around, okay? So let's go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and find out. I'm also getting that somebody has really cute socks as well, or like an ankle bracelet, and is wearing it with some cute socks or some cute little anklet socks, okay? So if somebody out there is cute, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and see. I'm also getting the name Mitzi. Mitzi. If you know a Mitzi, if you know one, if you have one in your family or a friend, or even an animal with that name that you know of, okay? Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers reversed. And let's go ahead and see what this person, okay, we have the World card. Oh, the 3 of Swords. Pile number 3. I was just gonna call you pile number 3. Okay, is this gonna be a Since You've Been Gone reading? All right. We have the 4 of Wands. Okay. So this person is saying, even though this situation, I feel like this person is saying, I've never really gotten over this. It has been a very deep scar and pain on my soul, okay, with what happened between you and this person, okay? I also feel like this person, I feel like pile number 1 sometimes may act very morose or very sad, or some of you here that are very intuitive, pile number 1. Okay, I'm getting something about the Lovers reversed, about this person feeling like they gave you the wrong idea about them. And some of them could have been acting, you know, not acting, but acting, presenting themselves as somebody who isn't over something, or somebody who is very morose, depressed, sad, okay? When the 3 of Swords is reversed, it just becomes more terrible, okay? And this is like with the World card, where we've closed the door on something and we're saying it doesn't bother me anymore, but underneath it with the Four of Wands, we are aching for those perfect moments of joy when we experienced a sense of home, a sense of feeling love and tenderness and care and home and excitement, all right? And I do feel like this person wants to experience this in life, pile number one. But I also feel like with the world here, this person has a lot of, they have a lot of barriers to get through on that. And I do feel like some of them feel that you have the wrong idea about them with the Lovers reversed here. Yeah, the Moon is reversed. And look, there's the Nine of Wands with the Ace of Cups. So, you know, I feel like this person's saying, like, I gave you the wrong idea about me. I feel like they come off as being very, like, heavy-hearted, okay? But I do think if you dig deep in there, pile number one, you find a spark. You find a spark of joy. And I feel like at times this person has felt like, or maybe it made you see like nothing, made you feel like nothing is going to bring this person out of this funk, or nothing I do, say, or do can really spark this person's joy, okay? And, you know, I don't know why I just got that movie from the 90s or the 2000s. There's a thin line between love and hate. And I think isn't Martin Lawrence in that movie? Okay, I keep getting the M names, Martin, Mitzi, things like that, okay? But there's a thin line between love and hate. Spirit just gave me that. But anyway, pile number one. So this person is resigning themselves to a certain fate, I feel like, with the World card. But, you know, underneath it all, there's still this feeling of, I don't want this to be over. Even though it looks like it, it's like, I don't want this to be over. Or I am not, underneath all this pain and all of this sorrow, I still remember the good times. When I think of pile number one, I still remember the good times underneath it all, okay? With this Four of Wands. And I think the truly, truly tender thing here is pile number one is I feel like they would rather not think about the tough moments. I think they would rather not think about those. And I think that they would rather live with a little bit more lightness in their life. Okay, so let's see what else we got here, pile number one, and what else we're going to add to this. We have fidelity. Okay, interesting. And she's holding a rock, like a little rock here, and it says it has the letter M and the letter C on it. Okay, and interesting. This is a Moon and Taurus card. Okay, we have the Lizard here, the Lizard spirit. Yeah, I feel like this person, I feel like this person doesn't feel very good about the ending and the way things ended, or the way your guys' last conversation was, or the way that when they last saw you. And I feel like this person is actually more changeable than, they're very changeable with the Lizard, okay? It's very, their energy is very sensitive and changeable, I feel like, underneath it all. We have insomnia, okay? So they're not sleeping. We have separation. Yeah, I can see that. And still pining. Yep, I can see that too. So, you know, there could have been an issue here. The reason that something went so poorly is because of a fidelity issue, or because somebody wasn't honest, or somebody wasn't truthful. I feel like this person was like, I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back, right? Pile number one, sorry, that's cheesy. But anyway, I feel like this person's like, I'll be back, and they never really got back, or they never really got back to you, or they never really came back to you. And with the lizard and the insomnia, I think they have gone back and forth many times. I feel like this person gets very hot at night too. Like they may run hot at night as well, okay? And they haven't really, ever since something ended, ever since this separation, pile number one, this person has been suffering and struggling with this insomnia, okay? And they're still pining, they're still remembering the good moments, they're still remembering the positive, closely held moments that they had with you, okay? We have death and it's reversed. So, you know, this person doesn't really, I think with the Three of Swords reversed too, they would like to ignore the way that things happened or the way that things ended. And they're telling themselves, okay, let's just focus on the good. Let's just focus on the good, right? But at the end of the day, this person doesn't, I'm getting that they'd like to right a wrong, pile number one, okay? Like this person wanting to right a wrong, okay? And this death card reversed coming out on this fidelity card. So again, this person wishing that this could have ended differently, or that they would have responded differently in the moment. And with the lizard energy here, I feel like this person was very hasty, okay? This ending could have been hasty. It could have been like not really, and when I say ending, pile number one, I mean like the last time you spoke to them, the last time you talked to them. And for some of you, this is a general reading. So for some of you, it's gonna be like, yeah, you and this person had a massive blow up because of something having to do with fidelity, and there was big scars because of this situation, and you know, all of that history, okay? But also, I also am feeling like there are people who just, you know, you and this person stopped talking, or you and this person, the last time you saw each other, or the last time you texted, or the last time, you know, the last glance or the last whiff that you got of one another, I feel like it really wasn't the best way to end something. Because how are you going to end something with the World card and the Three of Swords? Obviously, there are issues with the endings, okay? And the way that we... I feel like this person is regretting that they made it seem like that they didn't really care the last time you saw them or talked to them. They may have made you feel that way, okay, pile number one? And there is a separation that happened here, and you know, and I think this person has been up at night, at various nights, thinking about this, feeling very mentally tortured by it with the Three of Swords here. Three of Swords becomes even more terrible when it's reversed. The Three of Swords indicates, you know, indicates perfect suffering. And this is where our suffering is basically, we know our suffering so well that it happens over and over and over like this all the time. And I feel like here, this person is like, you know, it kind of always ends this way. And then there's this feeling here with the Four of Wands that underneath it all, you know, it didn't need to go like that. I also feel like a lack of communication, or somebody blowing something out of proportion. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number one? And maybe some of you felt like you were blowing something out of proportion, but I feel there was an issue with that, and an issue about the communication here, okay? I feel like I'm losing my mind, awakening, okay? So this pain and this suffering and this ending and this tumultuous situation has made this person feel like they're losing their mind, okay? With the World card and the Three of Swords, they could be losing their shit as well. Okay, so this person very stressed about the way things stopped or the way that things played out here, okay? We have thank you for showing me what true love is, unconditional, okay? And yeah, you see here, she is looking at, you know, when you draw in your notebook and you're like, M plus C equals true love, you know? Charlie, right? I was gonna say like Megan plus Charlie equals true love. I also feel like somebody can have a nickname Charlie, or maybe someone has an animal with that name. Okay. I'm also seeing these earrings here that look like they have three little baubles kind of hanging from them. But anyway, you know, I think you were taking care of the way she has this in her hands, like she's protecting it and she's watching over it. And the moon in Taurus, fidelity, number 4 for this card here, is talking about continuing to believe in something and continuing to keep the door open for something and continuing to be loyal and continuing to you know, hold the relationship or hold the connection in a precious place, you know? And I feel like some of you really did do that, okay? And this person should feel shitty. And I feel like with the Lovers reverse, they do have a lot of problems with, you know, opening up with the 9 of Wands and the moon and vulnerability. And, you know, they got some deep-seated problems with that, okay? And I feel like this person, you know, I feel like it's hard for them to be in a healthy partnership in the first place, pile number 1, because their ideas and the way that they go about love is just kind of messed up, okay? And I think with the Lovers reverse, this person often ends up with partners that are not right for them at all. Okay. And, but I feel like for you, I feel like pile number 1, I feel like you were very good to this person. Okay. They're saying, thank you for showing me what true love is, unconditional. I feel like you guys were very good to this person. All right. But at some point, you know, I feel like you guys are like, I'm out of here. All right. But the way that this thing went down is haunting this person with the 3 of Swords, okay? We have heart-to-heart conversations. So this person, you know, the 3 of Swords is painful conversations that we don't want to have because we can't stand to have them and we can't stand to sit in that energy and we can't stand to look ourselves in the mirror, and we're clearly avoiding something and taking the easy way out. Okay, pile number 1, I'm also getting the P names right now as well. But it says here, honestly discuss your feelings with one another. Okay, and I feel like with the World card here and the 3 of Swords, this person has some regrets deep in their heart that they did not discuss their feelings with you in a way that was, you know, in a way that represented what they truly felt and what was truly in their mind and heart, okay? And it says, and I feel like you tried to get this person to discuss their feelings with you honestly, but I feel like this person, you know, they kind of shoved the nail in the coffin by refusing to communicate, by, you know, presenting this moving target, by not, you know, by leaving constantly, or by just, you know, refusing to explain themselves. And, you know, like I think pile number 1, they never really gave you a good idea of how they really felt about you, or how they felt about the time that you two spent together. Because the 4 of Wands clearly talks about, you know, spending some time together that feels very enjoyable and very upbeat and very energizing and wonderful. And it's like with this 4 of Wands in separation, just when things were starting to get good, it's like you two kind of went your separate ways, and there never really was with the Death card reversed, there never really was a very good explanation for everything. I feel like in some cases here too, okay? Still pining, needing a heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. So this person just feeling like it's impossible, you know, that love is, you know, that love is impossible for them and that they never can get, that it's just, also it's, I feel like this person is saying, I'm fighting a losing battle. You know, I'm fighting myself and I'm fighting a losing battle. Does that make sense, pile number one? There's nobody else there with them. It's like when they're alone, they have no one to blame but themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's really where this person is at. And I feel like they've exhausted their, you know, they've exhausted themselves emotionally, physically, spiritually. They have exhausted themselves, okay? To the point where it's hard to see what good could come out of something, okay? And I do feel like with the 10 of Wands, this person is still pining. They don't want to give up on something. They're still trying to push it. They're still trying to do something, okay? Or they're still trying to think here that there's something they could say or do to make something different than what it is, okay? But they're doing it alone. They're, at this point, this person is left to carry this baggage. And I do think this person has a lot of baggage, pile number one. And this person could have baggage before you even entered the scene. You know, pile number one, I feel like this person, and they may have never really spoke to you with this heart-to-heart conversation, and with the 10 of Wands, they may have found it difficult to even talk to you about a past separation or something else that happened in their life, okay? And I do feel like this person, you know, they weren't, I'm just getting this feeling that they weren't completely honest, pile number one, okay? And I feel like they're saying, I wanted to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you, but it was too hard at the time. And if I would have had more time with the World card here, the World card represents Saturn, okay? Or Saturn is associated with the World card. So, you know, it's like if I would have had more time and if I would have known what to say, I could have conveyed, 4 of Wands, I could have conveyed how I really felt, or I could have conveyed, you know, that I do enjoy you, or I am excited, or you get my blood pumping, you get my motor running, okay? But this person not really having the ability to have those conversations the way that they should have, pile number one, okay? We have Neptune and sacrifice right here, okay? And this person is saying with this lizard, and I feel like I'm losing my mind, okay? I feel like this person, like I said, I was getting that energy with the World card and the 3 of Swords of somebody who is self-pitying, okay? And this person, underneath it all, I feel like this person is really sensitive, or they do feel really bad about the way things have turned out for them when it comes to love, because, you know, Neptune has to do with a lot of disappointments, okay? And but it also has to do with building something up and, you know, closing our eyes and hoping for the best and building something up in our minds that's based on a fantasy, only to see those sandcastles get washed away. And isn't there something like, don't go building sandcastles in the sky? I also think there is a song about sandcastle. What is that saying? Anyway, but it's that whole thing of sandcastles getting washed away. We build something and then ultimately it just kind of breaks down and the water runs dry and there's nothing left there anymore. accept an open wound, accept a heartache, accept a deep disappointment and a yearning that lives in this person's heart for the depth of sadness that they have felt at times. And I feel like they come off as being disinterested, or they come off as being distant and disinterested. But pile number one, I also feel this person has been, deeply injured in love. And I feel like they've also been very confused. I feel like I'm losing my mind, awakening, Neptune, and sometimes things have to get real shitty before we really start to understand something. Because sometimes with Neptune also has to do with oblivion and being oblivious to things. And you can see here, she has her eyes closed. Maybe some of you also felt like you didn't know what was going on. Like I didn't know that this was going on, or I didn't know, I thought, Moon and Taurus, fidelity. I thought that everything was okay. I thought things hadn't changed. I'm also seeing the Four of Pentacles here, which is interesting, pile number one. So if you know tarot or you've had a reading recently and the Four of Pentacles came up a lot. Anyway, I just have to tell you I'm seeing that, okay? But it's like, I don't think you had any idea that anything had changed, or I don't think you were expecting things to go that way, okay? It's like I closed my eyes for 1 second and, everything has changed, or everything feels different now. And that can be very overwhelming. And also Neptune is very mute. Neptune energy doesn't really make us feel like we can, speak a whole lot in sentences that make sense. It makes us feel that we're just kind of lost and drifting at sea. And there's a sense of hopelessness. It's like if you're out at sea and you lose the map and you don't know the territory anymore, you've lost the map, and it's like, I just feel lost, and why bother? And I'm just gonna get swallowed whole by this big sea, But I feel like with Neptune, it was very unexpected for you, pile number one, because I feel like you thought that everything was okay. And I feel some of you are questioning yourselves now and saying, am I just delusional, or am I just like out to lunch, or was I just numbing out and escaping from the reality of this situation because I wanted it to be what it was, okay? So I think that there is a lot of fantasy between you and this person, but I feel like this person couldn't really hold up their end of the bargain when it comes to this whole fantasy projection. And I don't really think they have it in them, pile number one. I really don't. I mean, I think that this person, and I feel like right now they're almost like, I've made so many sacrifices in my life, 10 of Wands, for my success, with the World card for my ambitions, for my worldly things. And I feel like this person kind of feels a bit self-pitying at times when it comes to their relationships and when it comes to what's in their heart. I also feel like they still hold on to this fantasy between you and this person kind of exists deeply within this person's heart here with the Four of Wands. But I don't think this person has any idea what to say with the 10 of Wands in this heart-to-heart conversations ever since this separation, or ever since, and I feel like some of you definitely lost sleep over this and we're still pining. And how could you not, really? Because I feel you and this person left things undone, or you left things in such an awkward, things were left awkwardly. So I get it. If you guys also, have had some sleepless nights over this, okay? Or that you were, struggling yourself with the ending of this thing, okay? Especially if you thought it was going to totally go a different direction. And Neptune can definitely make us feel like we are losing our minds and losing our shit. if you know what I'm saying, pile number one. Now, I want to ask really quick here, what is the advice? What is the advice? I'm going to get one card for my pile number ones and say, what is, actually, you know what? Oh, 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You know what, pile number one? I'm not going to go there. It's probably, that probably needs another reading. But anyway, I'm going to ask, what is the number one thing that pile number one should be focusing on in their life right now? Okay, as a way to close your reading on a note that is about you, okay? What is the number one thing pile number one should be focusing on? Okay, there it is. We have dreams. Okay, so Neptune and dreams, your dreams, the thing, there's nothing wrong with like what you want. I feel like some of you with this fidelity and moon and Taurus, like you really do want a long-term committed family, a long-term committed situation, and you want to be able to see yourself in that. And there's nothing wrong with that, pile number one. You're not weird or wrong or delusional. This is a part of you and what you want, okay? But it just, this situation feels like the chips are really stacked against you with this World card and 3 of Swords. It feels tough, okay? But let's see here. We have trust. All right. So you guys are at the very, and you may feel that some of your dreams died with this situation with the World card and the 3 of Swords. It might have been very painful for my pile number ones, okay? But we have trust here. So that is the biggest thing that Spirit wants you to focus on right now, is to, and it looks very Neptunian. There's a huge fog. The waves are out of control. The ocean is wild. You know, her hair is getting destroyed in the wind here. But through all of that, you see the clouds breaking and you see a bit of sunlight coming in, okay? So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, this whole situation could have made you feel that, you know, your old life got washed away, or everything you knew is now been ravaged in the sea. You know what I'm saying, pile number one? I'm getting very poetic in your reading with the Neptune. Feels like everything was lost to the sea. And I'm seeing the number 5. I'm seeing 05 and 85 here, okay? So maybe someone's birthday is on the 5th or the 8th of the month, or is in the 5th month or the 8th month. I'm seeing SES here. I'm also seeing the word sissy, which is interesting. That's very interesting. But let's see. I'm also seeing a lot of 2s and 2 plus 2 here, pile number one. But Spirit just saying trust, okay? And yeah, everything did kind of get washed away and, you know, in the ocean, as it were. And you are at a new precipice, and that can feel exhausting, pile number one. But I also feel like Spirit is saying trust where you're at right now. You are supposed to be here at this point right now, where you feel like there's almost nothing left to lose anymore, because something else, as the day breaks, something else is coming for you, pile number one. Okay, so that is what I am getting for you, my lovelies. I hope that that reading resonated for you, and I hope it brought some peace through the pain, pile number one. Send you a lot of love, and I hope that you take care during this fall season. Hope to see you again soon. Let's move on to pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple tea light, and today's reading is called Tender and Open, What They Have to Say, okay? And I just have to say, I'm loving the purple tea light with the amethyst. I'm just gonna put them right next to each other because I think they look good together, okay, pile number 2? So let's go ahead. If we caught this person in a moment when they were very tender and open and juicy, what would they have to say to my pile number 2s. Okay, pile number 2, let's jump into it. What does this person, from their most tender and open place within, what does this person have to say to pile number 2, please? Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right. And that's a nice one. The 6 of Pentacles is a very beautiful card, and it feels very stabilizing and comfy. All right. It's represented by the moon in Taurus. Actually, we just had the moon in Taurus in the last reading, so it's interesting it's coming up again. But let's go ahead and see. We have the moon reversed, okay? The Page of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so I feel like this person with the moon reversed, I feel like this person is saying, I know exactly what I want with the Page of Wands. And, you know, sometimes at the beginning of things, we don't always know what it is that we want or what it is that we need. And I feel like this has been challenging for this person, pile number 2, to figure out what they want and what they need. But with the Page of Wands and the Hierophant, I feel like they're saying, I know now what I need and want. In the past, here with the moon, I was a hot mess. And, but I don't want to live like that anymore. I feel like this person is saying, I want to be intentional about carving out my path with the Page of Wands, okay? I also feel like this person wants to impress you as well with their plans and the things that they're coming up with, all right? And this person may actually have a surprise plan for you, pile number 2, or something that they would like to do with you, or someplace that they would like to go with you, okay? And I do feel like this person, to me, this person is feeling respectful with this Hierophant here, okay? This person showing a sign of respect and also showing that they are listening. And the sense associated with the Hierophant is hearing. So this person wanting to be very attentive, wanting to follow through with plans, wanting to listen. I also feel like sometimes you're a very, you know, I feel like at times this person, I mean, even sometimes I feel like this person is saying we don't always have to know where we're going, or we don't always have to know where we're headed. But when I'm with you, everything does seem better, okay? With this moon card, all right? And I feel like this person is trying to be more intentional about what it is that they're doing and the things that they're planning. And I feel like for a long time with the moon reversed, this person wasn't, they were in wishy-washy land, or they felt like they didn't know what they wanted. But I do feel like this person is changing, pile number 2, okay? And something I'm getting from this person too is, as they get more comfortable with you and as time goes on, this person will have a way of opening up. They will have a way of, you know, speaking directly to your heart with the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is like a very excited heart, okay? It's somebody who's very excited and somebody who is very pumped up. All right. Also, the Page of Wands, to me, this person is saying, you know, you get my blood racing. Do I get your blood racing? Is another thing I think here. And with the Hierophant, I do think this person is trying to do right by you, or they're trying to say and do the right things. I also feel like this person wants to be for you to feel very comfortable with them. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what else we have here. Also, I'm getting somebody has like a really cool robe that they wear. Or somebody, this person may wear a robe, or they may very well be into the creature comforts. Also, this person may, with this Hierophant here with this key, may think about like you know, when someone gives you a key to their house, or when someone has the idea, it's like, if this goes well and we keep heading down, you know, the path here, I could see myself, you know, giving you the key to my place. Or, you know, I feel like this Page of Wands wants to go out and have fun. All right. And I feel like if this person with the Moon reversed, if they didn't once know where they were going, or if they weren't feeling the most comfortable, I feel like around new people, this person may not always be completely comfortable with a new person right away. Maybe you aren't always comfortable with a new person right away either. But once you get through that barrier, we see a person here who, I love the purple behind this Hierophant here too. It matches with your tea light and your amethyst. I feel like, you know, this person's a little hard to read with the Moon reversed, and I feel like they're not always comfortable with new people right out of the gate. That may be very uncomfortable for them and feeling unnatural to them at first, okay? But I feel like as you get into things and as you get to know this person, they become more comfortable. They start planning more things. Page of Wands, going to do fun things, going on a road trip, going here, planning this, showing you their art, getting excited about things. And then with the Hierophant, they start to even get more comfortable to the point of, oh, you're over at my house and you're wearing my robe and I'm wearing my robe around you, and, you know, listening, very much listening, and listening to the beat of my heart for sure. So let's see what else here. Pile number 2. This is interesting. Okay, we have the Moon in Virgo and moving on. So moving on from a difficult phase, I feel like, with this Moon. All right. And also, I feel like maybe at times this person wonders if, you know, because the Moon has to do with our past, right? And we don't want to stay stuck in our past, and we don't want our past to keep us from moving on. Pile number 2. And I think this is something that this person has given a great deal of thought to, about how being paralyzed in the past has kept them at times from truly having fun with the Page of Wands and truly exploring the world with vitality. And I do think this person has a goal of getting to know someone, because I feel like this person with the Moon reversed, I feel like this person does better when they know something, when they know someone more. You know, it's the beginning stages where I feel like this person is, you know, where it's uncomfortable for this person. Some people are better in relationships, but at the beginning, they're, you know, they struggle because because it's hard at the beginning. It's awkward. Pile number 2, you know, it's a very awkward thing. It's like, are you over your ex? Are you this? Are you that? Have you moved on from the past? Okay, but I see this with this moving on and Moon in Virgo. This person also, the Moon in the tarot is represented or associated with Pisces. The opposite of Pisces is Virgo. So I feel like, you know, this person is trying to kind of focus on the details and get things going on the right path here. We have Buffalo. Wow. Okay. Well, that is certainly hefty, isn't it? Pile number 3. And, you know, I feel like when the time is right, this is representing earth energy. I feel like when the time is right, someone is definitely all in. You know what I mean? Because the Buffalo is all in. It's not, you know, it's not, what's the word? It's not like whimsical or flaky type of energy. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, the Page of Wands, I think I just said he. So some of you may be dealing with a particular he, because I'm like, okay, he. But anyway, okay, I'm also seeing somebody who has, I just have to interject here really quick because I got a visual of something, pile number 2, of somebody who has like linens or hand-me-downs or some cloth patterns or something like that from your grandparent or from your grandmother or something that was like linens or cloth or something, and I'm seeing something yellow or blue with some patterns on it or even some flowers on it. Okay, who knows, it could have been a tablecloth or something, for all I know, pile number 2. But I am seeing something like some beautiful kind of hand-me-down or something, somebody giving you something that is precious to them, but it may not seem like it has like the most like retail value, but it is very sentimental. Okay, so I am getting something about that. Maybe some of you are, cleaning out closets or doing stuff and noticing different things, and it's like, oh, this thing again. But anyway, we have the buffalo here, and the buffalo is very sturdy and strong and intentional about, and can withstand a lot. Okay, and so I feel like this person is getting stronger, and the more they get in it with someone, the stronger it becomes. Soulmate, that's coming out under the Hierophant. So that's with that comfort level that I was talking about feeling like very sweet and comfortable. Also not feeling hurried, because with the buffalo and the Hierophant, and these two here are kissing up on each other and sitting there enjoying a beautiful day. She's got her shoes kicked off. We could have Virgo, Sagittarius energy here. I'm just kind of picking up on that. We have a lot of Taurus here. Page of Wands, okay? But I mean, it's just like somebody here could have a Pisces ex that it just never really worked with because they were too flaky or something. Pile number 2, I'm riffing, but I'm telling you what I'm getting. Anyway, I feel I'm just giving it to you as I go here, as I normally do. But the soulmate energy with this Hierophant, yeah, this person talking about like, I need to feel comfortable with someone. I feel like I can relax with someone. I feel like I can listen and open up my energy. I feel like we're on the same page. This person has this desire in their heart to kind of get to this point. Okay, we have self-love. All right, so this person, and also the moon can have to do with like self-destructive behaviors. And I do feel like with this moon in Virgo, someone is moving on from self-destructive behaviors, and is with the Page of Wands and Hierophant is trying to be much more intentional. It's like this person understanding, if I love myself, I can find my soulmate, and I have to love myself in order to love someone else. Okay, celebration. Yeah, I said this person with this Page of Wands wants to do something fun with you, or maybe there's a big deadline that someone met. Okay, I feel like this person's a very hard worker too. Buffalo energy is very loyal and hardworking and steadfast and all the things. Okay, but this is very nice. It's like, wow, soulmate, self-love, and celebration. I mean, and also probably a really nice meal, a couple of nice glasses of wine. Whatever you got going on there, pile number 2, but hey, invite me to your party. Sounds like fun. Aw, we have sweetness. Pile number 2, how cute. What's going on with you guys? What are you guys doing? I just want to escape, mind altered. Yeah, so the moon can also be where, and I feel like sometimes this person gets in over their head sometimes when they really care. Also, it looks like somebody here is smoking a J. So somebody here may be, partaking in may like to get a little funky at times too, all right? Or wants to share a fun experience with you, maybe a fun trip, quote unquote, wink, wink trip. Pile number 2. It's 7-Eleven again in your reading. Yesterday, it was 7-Eleven in pile number 2, and now it is again. What's going on? Pile number 2. Okay, so I just want to escape. Again, this person wanting to plan a trip or wanting to take you somewhere or wanting to get, Page of Wands wanting to get funky with you, maybe have a couple drinks, a celebration, you know, have a good time. The Page of Wands wants to have a good time. All right. Oh boy. Your eyes see into the depths of my soul. Intuitive. Oh shit. Pile number 2. I also feel like with this sweetness, and I just want to escape mind altered, I feel like this person is saying we could have a lot of fun together, and don't worry. Like with the buffalo, I'll make sure everything's okay. I'll take care of the details. I'll take care of what's going on so you don't have to worry. If you want to get crazy or have fun or have some whatever drinks, whatever you got going on over there, pile number 2. But your eyes see into the depths of my soul. Intuitive. Okay, so this person with the moon reverse, maybe a little bit shy, okay, and or maybe not knowing. Some of you here are intuitive. This person maybe knows that you're intuitive, or you have very intuitive eyes that kind of like peer into people. This person kind of shying. The moon reverse is a little shy. It's a little bit of a shying away. But I feel like if it gets too much in the beginning, this person may get a little bit shying away. But I think underneath that, there is a person with the Page of Wands and the Hierophant that is like very loyal, steadfast, fun. This is a relationship-y type of a person. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 2? I feel like you're dealing with a relationship-y type of a person. Like this is a person who's probably had relationships or been in them or desires to be in one. There are just some people in life that are inherently relationship-y. Not at first. A lot of times those type of people though, pile number 2, at first are a little uncomfortable, like I said, or awkward in getting to know people. Oh my God, as soon as I said that, here's the getting to know each other card. And it looks like, wow, it looks like you're having fun, you're laughing at each other's jokes, and it says, as you reveal, I feel like a sense of humor with the Page of Wands is really important to this person, or the ability to relax and have a good time. And I feel like there's something about your nature that puts this person at ease and makes them feel comfortable. Because look at how straight up they're sitting. Like they're trying to have proper manners and not make any mistakes and things. But I mean, your good nature and the way that you are is very... And just side note, pile number 2, this person may have a thing for hand jobs. I just got to tell you, I'm getting it, okay? Also, I feel like somebody could have gotten some new salt and pepper shakers, or some tall, you know how you have like the taller grind, like where you grind the pepper, the taller things. Somebody could have gotten some nice salt and pepper shakers. I'm also seeing an orangish color cat, okay? Possibly a tabby cat. I think that's what it is, okay? Some of you, as you're listening to this reading, your kitty cat might be right there next to your shoulder, or kind of laying next to you or sleeping next to you. But I see Cupid's arrow going directly at this person's head. So there you go. We have, the sun. Pile number 2. Celebration. The sun. And yeah, this person, like very excited with the Page of Wands and the sun. Very excited. I feel like you make this person feel young again, or you feel very genuine to this person. And I feel like their genuine reaction to you is to want to be like, hey, how are you, pile number 2? So good to see you. Or hey, pile number 2, I'm so looking forward to spending time with you. You know, hey, pile number 2, like, let's go do something fun together and celebrate our victories and our wins in life. All right, and I feel like getting to know you here with the sun, I feel like getting to know you is fun. I feel like this person actually enjoys getting to know you. Where in the past, I feel like, or usually it's harder for this person to get to know people, but I feel like you have a way of putting this person at ease and making them feel like comfortable, safe, you know, open, like you have a really good sense of humor. You always like make people laugh. I just feel this person really digs you, pile number 2. Like they dig your energy with the sun. Okay, we have Capricorn here. So somebody here could have Capricorn in their chart. They may have Capricorn sun, moon, or rising. We also have the Hierophant here, which is Taurus. And I think I mentioned Sag as well, Page of Wands. Okay, Virgo here, moon in Virgo is here. All right, so somebody, Capricorn is, this person does have a side to them that can be reserved at times. And I feel like with the moon reversed, this person doesn't like to get out of control or have plans not really come off or have things be, you know, wishy-washy, okay? Because with the moon in Virgo, we have a lot of details that kind of need to be brought together. And I also feel like this person is very ambitious and driven. And I feel like this person doesn't really have an issue, like, you know, I feel like maybe some of you think, oh, is this person just being nice to me because they're like a nice person? But I actually feel like this person, even though they may get awkward around new people, pile number 2, I feel like they actually have no problem kind of telling people no or telling people like I'm not into it or whatever. I feel like they don't really have a problem saying that to people. Like at the end of the day, I feel like they can tell people like no, or they can, you know, they can, if they're not interested in someone, that person's gonna know. So if you guys are just sitting there going, well, I don't know if they're like really interested in me or not. Like, are they just being nice to me? Are they just being friendly? Do they just want to hang out with me? Do they just like my sense of humor? Yeah, I think all of that is true, but I also think this person doesn't have any problem if they don't really see something fitting into their life in the long term. I feel like this person doesn't really have a problem with turning around and going in the other direction, or just, you know, telling another person straight up, like, I don't really feel that way, or that's not really where I'm at, okay? Which is, you know, it's great when people can actually be adults and, you know, and actually tell other adults where they're at. I mean, what a concept in a reading, particularly, okay? So if you guys are thinking, oh, they're just being nice or whatever, no, I don't think it's it. I think they actually, with the Hierophant in the Page of Wands to me is like the sexiness factor and the getting to know you and the excitement and the heart beating faster. And the Hierophant is this sense of loyalty and comfort and patience as well. And I feel like this person does have patience when it comes to their love life, because they don't just want anyone at the end of the day. But when they find someone they like, they really, really have to fight through those feelings of weirdness or awkwardness. But then after that, it becomes easier for them. Okay, pile number 2. And this person is really focused on like building a life that makes sense with the Capricorn and the Buffalo and things like that, okay? And with the soulmate energy, like if we're going to be spending a ton of time together here, then, you know, let's not waste everyone's time type of thing. And I feel like this person also agrees with that, okay? So with that sentiment, pile number 2, all right? So that is what I am getting for you guys. I am happy to report. I am very happy to report the news to you, pile number 2. Do leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe if you feel that reading resonated for you. Thank you so much, pile number 2, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay, let's do it. Let us do it. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light, and today's reading is called Tender and Open, What They Have to Say to You. Okay, so we're gonna find out if this person was at their like tenderest a word, most tender and open that they could be, then, you know, then what would they say? All right, maybe And some of you here over here correcting my grammar, my English teachers, and pile number 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number 3s. All right. Okay, I'm also getting a name like Tamara or it could be like Tamra, but also like Tamara or something like a T name like that. All right. It sounds like a very cool name, pile number 3. If you know someone with that name, okay, I'm getting the J and the T names right out of the gate, pile number 3 for you. Also, I'm feeling pancakes and syrup or waffles and syrup. Some of you could have had a conversation with someone. Do you like pancakes or do you like waffles? All right. Maybe somebody was making a big deal out of that. But anyway, pile number 3. Let's see. Ring, ring for pile number 3. All right. I feel like some of you are going to be getting a phone call about something soon too, or maybe you just did. All right. Okay. Just be careful you don't miss an important phone call, pile number 3, because I feel like there is like a repair person or there is someone that is going to be calling you. So pile number 3, I'm going to leave you with those channeled messages. Okay. Spirit is also showing me a bluebird, some type of a bluebird, like a blue jay or just any type of a bluebird. I don't know all of the colors of, or all the kinds of bluebirds out there, but anyway, pile number 3, that could also be sparrows too. Aren't there like blue sparrows? Anyway, pile number 3, blue ravens, sparrows, and ravens are black. What am I saying? Blue stuff, bluebirds. Let's go ahead. Hopefully not blue balls. Let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number 3s. Ah, the Wheel of Fortune. Pleased to meet ya. Pile number 3. At their tender, most open moment, what does this person want to say here to pile number 3? Okay. Ooh, the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Hey now. Okay, well, I hope this reading is lifting you higher, pile number 3, but let's see what we got going on here. We have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, baby, 10 of Pentacles. What's going on? Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Pile number 3, roll your dice for me because I feel like some of you are in the money or you're in the lucky hot seat right now, pile number 3. Some of you could have 2 people that are thinking about you. We have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, and they're both coming through upright, okay? And because I'm doing reversals in this reading. You guys don't have any reversals here, but there's 2 people, okay? 2 people could be liking pile number 3 here. And we could have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Whoever gets there faster, right? Pile number 3, I'm liking your energy because the dice are stacked in your favor. And I feel like some of you are like, haha, life is getting better. And you see the dark clouds and you see her rising above that to the clear violet sky, pile number 3. Actually, it's more of a turquoise sky, but I love that violet sky. Anyway, pile number 3, you guys are like, I'm opening my arms and my heart to whatever the universe is going to give me. And if 2 people like me or 2 people are into me, then so be it, okay? But we have the 10 of Pentacles here. May the best man or the best woman win here. The Knight of Cups is talking about somebody who has some very deep, romantic, mushy-gushy feelings for you, pile number 3, okay? And somebody who sees a lot of potential in this relationship. Also somebody who, you know, I feel like this person could have a love language of like giving gifts, bringing flowers, taking you out, giving you a special note, leaving you a special note. Okay, this person really envisioning what life could be like with you. And this person very deep, has very powerful, deep eyes. All right. And is very soulful, okay? And this person may wear their heart on their sleeve a little bit, pile number 3, with this Knight of Cups, all right? And they may have a tendency to go in and get over their head a little bit because, you know, because they see kind of this future like laid out for them, okay? So this person, I feel like, is an idealist or a romantic when it comes to love, all right? And I don't care how old this person is either. I feel like this person just has this kind of like innate quality within them that is like this, all right? And this Knight of Swords here is trying to catch up before, you know, before they get left behind, all right? And I think you're the real power player in this reading, pile number 3, okay? And this Knight of Swords, I feel like, had an opportunity with you in the past or had a close brush with you in the past, but it didn't fully materialize, I feel like, pile number 3. So this person doesn't want to miss out. So we see 2 people that could actually have tender feelings in their heart for you, and both of them are gunning for the 10 of Pentacles, okay? And the other one, I feel like, is more like live life by the seat of their pants, okay? And somebody here could have a daughter and have a... Okay, I'm seeing something here. For some of you, this is a person that you either were pregnant with their child, or you thought that you were pregnant, or you actually had a child with this person, okay? Because I'm seeing somebody here with a daughter here, but somebody also could have been pregnant with another child at one point, or that, I'm just seeing that, pile number 3. So I have to tell you that. And I do feel like some of you have broken free from a situation with someone in your past, okay, where it almost came together like that. And I feel like some of you are dating or talking to other people here. And I'm getting the R names as well, or something like Richardson, which I think there's a city in Texas called Richardson or something like that. But that could also be somebody's last name, Rich or Richardson or something like that, okay? But maybe you guys are feeling rich over here with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you guys are lighter than ever before because, I mean, you're the one that is like feeling much more free and much more aligned with, and I feel like the sky's the limit, you know, and for you guys. So, you know, there's a couple people here that have tender feelings for you. And some of you may have been starting to date other people, or you're going out with a couple people, or there's someone you're dating, but there's also somebody from your past who kind of missed their chance with you, you know, who kind of missed out and would love to have another crack at you, or would love to have another, you know, they'd love to be able to say more or do more to rectify the situation, okay? But I feel, and at one point that could have gotten you guys down, or that could have been a painful thing, but I just feel like you're gonna be, if you don't feel this way already, I feel like you guys are gonna feel so kind of on top of the world here that you're just gonna look at your past experiences as being building blocks to what brought you to the point that you're at today, which is a sense of exhilaration and freedom and being able to kind of taste the rainbow. You know what I'm saying, pile number 3? So good for you. I like that for you. Let's see what else. Ooh, we have empathy. Okay, look at you. And we have Mercury here. So this person, some of you, when you're cooking things, you may like to eat different things for when you're cooking, or you may love snacking is also what I'm seeing here. Also, somebody thinks you're very sexy while you're eating. Like if you're eating strawberries, or if you're eating different food, or you're making something to eat, like, you know, somebody here could really like your cooking, or really think you're really sexy when you eat. It's interesting with Mercury and empathy. I wouldn't really put those two things together, but I feel like you guys are, and you know, that's very interesting about this Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is very mercurial, and I feel like you guys are more relaxed, but I feel like this person really digs that about you. And some of you in this pile are very smart, but you're also, some of you may be into investments or taking new opportunities there as well. But I feel like some of you here are very smart, but you're also very caring and empathetic. And you're like, haha, I knew this person. You know, I feel like at the time, maybe this person didn't really appreciate you, okay, as much as you should have been appreciated, pile number 3. But, you know, but you're a hard one to forget, because you're very unique is also what I feel. And I feel like this person has yet to meet anyone like you, okay? Oh yeah, there it is, the starfish surprise. Pile number 3, very unique, very special, very beautiful, as you are, as you will be, pile number 3, okay? And the starfish with the 10 of Pentacles is really feeling at the center of someone's world and feeling very appreciated because of it, okay? And maybe this isn't something that you always felt, pile number 3, but I feel like, hey, you know, it's here now, so you might as well enjoy it. We have stalemate here. Okay, so we have drowning. Oh, this Knight of Cups is really is really feeling it. It's like, why don't you like me, or why don't you want me, or why don't you hop up on me, okay? Why don't you give me a sign? Throw me a freaking bone over here, pile number 3. Some of you are just too busy with, I feel some of you may be talking to someone else, but you got someone else who thinks about you all the time, and who is almost, you know, the Knight of Cups can get kind of obsessed at times too. So this person is like, won't you get back to me? Won't you talk to me? Won't you, you know, won't you accept my apology? Also, I'm seeing the flowers here. Won't you accept my apology as well? I feel like some of you have a satisfied smile on your face, because you're like, haha, I knew it. We have fate. Oh, isn't that interesting with the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, so this person feels like, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, feels like, you know, they're drowning without you, and they're upset, and that part of their fate is to be with you, okay? I don't really think there's anyone else that they can imagine themselves to be with, okay? But some of you may be filling your time with other things, other pursuits with the Wheel of Fortune, because you're finally, you know, with the starfish at the center here, you're finally recognizing your value and your worth, and you're having you're having a lot more confidence. And I feel some of you are going to be going through a very good phase dating wise or relationship wise. I feel like in the past, maybe not so much, with stalemate and drowning, feeling like, what is going on, and why is this happening, and why do these people always leave, and is it, you know, I feel like some of you in the past could have definitely dealt with those feelings, okay? But I feel like they're going to be short-lived for you. And I feel like anybody that was causing you to feel that way is now feeling that way because of you, pile number 3. Okay, they're like, I'm drowning, baby, and I want to talk to you, and let me in again, knock knock, okay? And fate and destiny, and you guys, the thing is I feel you guys do believe in fate and destiny, pile number 3, but I just feel like at this point you have chosen to become open to a lot of different things, and whatever makes you feel the best at the end of the day, pile number 3. Okay, and I feel like this person is saying you're a very special person. Some of you here may be empaths, and you may have a way of doing things or saying things that help other people feel like very special. And when your energy is not in their life, they feel a inherent vacuum in that. Okay. Also, I mentioned something about the rainbow earlier. For those of you that are guys watching this and you like guys, I feel like, you know, or whatever you are, you know, if you like a same-sex person, I feel like with the 2 knights here, we could definitely have that too as well. All right, pile number 3, but let's see what else. We have happiness reversed. Okay, this person is saying, I didn't realize how good I had it, and I should have told you more with this Mercury and empathy, how I appreciated you. And now I feel like the pressure is on with the Knight of Swords to show you, because I'm not happy without you. All right. I feel like you guys, when you decided to shift your energy, I feel like the power dynamic completely shifted here, pile number 3. And I feel like you put your own happiness first, and it's like, I feel some of you have a knowing smile right now, because I feel like oftentimes people do kind of realize what they lost with you, and then it's like, oh, you know, oh boy, oh wow, all right. I fantasize about you every night, seduction. Okay. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is saying, I fantasize about you every night and think about you. And I also feel like someone here is saying, does this Joker really make you happy? Does this person really make you happy? I know I can make you happy. I know I can kiss you from your head to your toes. I know I can do it. I know I can please you. I know I got what it takes to make you feel good, baby. All right. So this person, you know, they're fantasizing about you every night, but they may not be too happy about it all the time, because, you know, they feel like their fate took a rotten turn here with this stalemate and drowning. All right. You know, it's like, I want to talk to pile number 3, but I feel like I'm spinning in circles here with this drowning. We have, oh, all right. I am sorry for turning my back the times you needed me the most. Betrayal. Okay, so this Knight of Cups, somebody here is definitely trying to apologize here, and is somebody that made you feel taken advantage of, somebody that made you feel very unhappy, somebody that didn't appreciate you in the past. Pile number 3, I don't have to keep talking about it, because I feel like the tides have changed, the tides have shifted. You're a free bird now. You are, as what's that song, Free Bird? What is it? Those things I cannot change. Free Bird. I think there's a song from the 70s about Free Bird. But anyway, it's funny that I was channeling birds at the beginning of your reading, but this person, you know, is being tortured here in their mind with this stalemate. You know, I fantasize about you every night. Also, the thought of you with anyone else really chaps this person's ass, pile number 3, but what can they do about it now? You know, if that's what you're up to. We have true love. Okay, so this person feeling like, you know, with the 10 of Pentacles, true love, fate, like this person saying, you know that we're meant to be together, or you know that we have something special between us, starfish, okay? You know that I can make you happy. Right now, I'm not happy without you, okay? But I feel like you guys are like, haha. Yeah. So very interesting. This person in their tenderest, openest moments would say that the romance with you is a romance of a lifetime. And, you know, without you, they've fallen on hard times here with the happiness card reversed, okay? And some of them think it's fate that you two met, or that there is a fated element to this connection as well, okay? But I feel like you're the one that's controlling the wheel, pile number 3, all right? I mean, truly, we know that you know, forces beyond our control really control the wheel, but I feel like you guys are going with those forces, and it makes it easier to kind of roll with the punches and embrace your happiness and authority, your sovereignty with the sun here. Sovereignty, oh my gosh. Look at the 3 of Swords underneath the sun, pile number 3. Oh my, and the Lovers. Wow, pile number 3. That is a statement. That is a very bold statement right there. Queen of Cups behind there, reversed, okay? So, you know, it's like ever since you shed that layer, like a snake that sheds its skin, I feel like your heart is connecting to source. You're opening up. You're feeling connected, and you have the yellow tea light, right? With the sun, you're feeling very connected to the Godhead, pile number 3, and the source of vitality and what energizes you in life. And there's a couple people here who'd like a piece of it, pile number 3, but you know, you got to do what makes you happy. I feel like you guys spent time in the past worrying a lot and caring a lot about other people's happiness, which I get if you love someone, but you know, it needs to be, you know, there's such a thing as too little too late. There definitely is, pile number 3. We have the 3 of Pentacles here. So this person feeling like with the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, feeling like, you know, you two have something very solid here, that you guys have a very, you know, that you two can build a very strong foundation together, that you two can go far together to support each other and support each other's businesses and ideas and ventures in life. And this person trying to say that they understand what motivates you and the things that you want to do in your life. Maybe you didn't always feel like this person supported like your growth in business or life or projects or work or adventures, okay? But I feel like this person is saying that they want to work with you like as a partner here, okay? As like equal partners to create something stronger at the end of the day. Okay, and it's like with the 3 of Pentacles and Fate, this person is saying we are meant to like work together and grow together, all right? And that's the way you know that something is true love, okay? But why this person, why did they do this then? You know, if they were not there in the times that you needed them, if they just dipped out with the Knight of Swords here, and dipped out, leaving you to kind of deal with all the responsibilities, etc., then, you know, that's not a true partnership. And I feel like you are teaching this person about, you know, building and growing and all these things, pile number 3, and doing that together. But I don't think you want someone that you have to be the teacher of all the time, pile number 3. I think you want to be with somebody, Wheel of Fortune Sun, that is on your level, okay? It's not just enough to kind of like want the future with the 10 of Pentacles. People actually have to be leveling up, you know, and doing the work. You know, do the work, humans. Mars in Capricorn, 3 of Pentacles. And we have Pluto reversed. So Pluto in transformation is reversed here. So this person, I feel like this person has had a very hard time changing, you know, on a deep level, because I feel like this person could invite you back into their lives. And I feel like, I mean, I don't feel like you're going back to this energy, pile number 3, but I feel like this person could, you know, throw you the rope, or, you know, if in their minds they feel that they could reel you back in, or that you two could be together, and that would make them very happy, and that would take them, you know, take them out of this feeling of drowning and regret and feeling bad and, you know, missing something in their life, all these types of things. But the problem is this person with Pluto reversed, I feel like they a lot of times are not willing to do the work, the deep inner work to actually make changes. This person thinks if they can stack one brick on top of the other that they've actually like done something, you know, but it's not that simple. And I do feel like with this Knight of Cups, this person is simplistic in a way, because it's like if I just show you with the Knight of Swords, if I just show you and say certain things to you and communicate my vision to you, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, then, you know, things could go back to how they were before, and I would be I would be out of this feeling of drowning and stalemate and unhappiness, and I'd feel happy again. But the problem is there's not enough. The problem is this person never really, they just try to find band-aids for their problems at times, pile number 3, and make it feel better. But if you're avoiding Pluto, if you're avoiding, you know, if you're avoiding the deep inner soul work of letting situations that are very intense kind of work on you to create the diamond within, if you're avoiding that and you're just trying to find band-aids to the ways that you feel, then that also comes off as being very insincere, but it also comes off as being lazy and avoidant and these types of things, okay? And just saying what we want to say to kind of get our way. The Knight of Swords is definitely an energy of somebody who could say and do things very quickly to kind of get their way, but it's a lot of air and it's not a lot of follow through at the end of the day. All right. But I mean, I feel like this person wants this special connection with you, Starfish and 10 of Pentacles. But in order to have that, they have to do the work on themselves, pile number 3. And that isn't your work to do. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not your work to do. That's their work to do. And they're going to have to come back in another couple of years, or another year, or another 11 years or 10 years, whatever it takes, you know, another lifetime. But this person's going to have to kind of dig into those issues that have kept them in this state. Because until they do that, they're not going to be like an equal partner for you, pile number 3. And you guys really do deserve that. You guys really do deserve a true love where somebody has the capacity to build with you and grow with you, and where there isn't such a, you know, what's the word, like a craving or a need or just some hyperfixation. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 3? So we want to grow, you know, and mature. We want to grow in maturity beyond that, but it's really hard to do that if you haven't done your Pluto work. If you haven't done your soul work, then, you know, it's going to take time. So this person has some growth to do and to work on within that they cannot avoid. And in the meantime, I feel like you guys have a life to live, pile number 3. Okay. And you've got some travel, you've got some exciting things, you've got some plans, you've got some actions that you want to put into motion. Some of you may be, you know, working on your money or coming into some money that you want to do some different things with, all right? Or places you want to go, people you want to see, people you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Pile number 3. But it's not all about this person actually and what's on their deepest heart space. And I think you guys know that, because I think there's a lot more like exciting things for you, pile number 3, okay? So my loves in pile number 3, that is what I am getting for you today. I hope that that reading resonated for you, very, very much so, in the sense that it was positive, uplifting, but also truthful. So thank you so much, pile number 3, and thank you to everyone that came to the reading today. Many blessings on your path, my friends, and take care.